Welcome to Agenda Edina, a program summarizing the actions taken at City Hall that affect you most. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty. A major connection to Rosland Park is one step closer to being rebuilt. The pedestrian bridge over Minnesota Highway 62, which links neighborhoods in northern Edina to Rosland Park, and the Edina Aquatic Center, is set for full replacement in the coming years. Originally built in the 1960s, the bridge no longer meets current accessibility standards. It was also heavily damaged after being struck by vehicles twice in 2022, forcing a temporary closure until repairs were completed in 2023. Because of its age and condition, the bridge must be replaced. But city leaders saw an opportunity to do more than just rebuild. Working with Snow Krylik architects, the city explored ways to transform the bridge into a welcoming gateway into the community. The Minnesota Department of Transportation, which currently owns the bridge, has agreed to transfer ownership to the city once the new structure is complete. The city has secured $6.2 million in state funding for the project. However, construction bids came in higher than expected, with the lowest base bid at $7.6 million. Adding decorative features would increase costs further.
So we went out for bids and we bid 3 different options. One was with no aesthetic cladding, one was just the bridge and a little transition to the access ramps, and the third option, the most expensive option, was cladding the entire bridge and both on and off access ramps. And in order to do so, we need to close a funding gap. And to do that, we're going to use pedestrian and cyclist safety funds, municipal state aid funds, and some money from the Centennial Lakes TIF district.
After reviewing those options, the City Council directed staff to move forward with a design that includes partial decorative elements, balancing visual appeal with overall project cost. The Council is expected to consider awarding a construction contract this month. Construction would begin soon after and is expected to be complete by mid-2027. But not every pedestrian project is moving forward in the same way. Plans for a pedestrian underpass along France Avenue are being put on hold. City leaders have been studying ways to improve pedestrian access across the busy county road, which can be difficult to cross due to traffic volume and roadway design.
About 20 years ago, the city conducted a study to look at different ways to improve the situation for pedestrians and bicyclists in this general area around Greater Southdale. One of the biggest challenges that we found was finding a convenient and safe way to cross 8 busy lanes of traffic on France Avenue. And today, with the construction of new buildings on both sides of this intersection, we looked into whether or not this is now an opportunity to build that next expansion.
One option, a pedestrian underpass, was identified as a promising solution, especially with nearby redevelopment projects at 72nd and France. But that option comes with a significant cost. The underpass is estimated at about $20 million.
When I look at a $20 million price tag, I can't come up with an ROI for that as the solution to that problem. But the problem does exist.
If you want to go over, it's 4 times the cost. If you want to go under, it's 8 times the cost. And that's kind of what we've seen here, is that the cost is pretty significant to move what you're estimating at 300 people a day.
Given that price tag, the City Council has directed staff to pause planning for the underpass and instead work with Hennepin County to explore more cost-effective crossing options in the area.
Maybe it's even worth us dusting off some of the bridge concepts and making sure that we have a good understanding of how the 4x cost might be more feasible.
With the summer heat on our doorstep, pool season is arriving faster than you can say splash. For nearly 70 years, the Edina Aquatic Center has helped people stay cool while having fun. And after some necessary repairs, the facility has even more to offer. Edina TV shows us what's new.
It's the place to go when you need a break from the heat as you surf through summer.
You know, outdoor pools, they're critical in building community, fostering public health and safety, and just really defining summers and childhood everywhere.
As soon as the Edina Aquatic Center closed for the season last year, construction began on the pump room. The mechanical components inside were wearing out and breaking down, potentially causing park closures.
This would be the first major upgrade to the facility in over a decade, one that hopefully ensures that the Edina Aquatic Center remains a community staple for many years to come.
The work that's been going on all winter will not only bring the park up to modern health and safety standards, there will be a swell of upgrades.
Improving shade cover, safety, visibility, and overall just user experience.
A larger poolside footprint allows for enhancements like shaded cabanas, although you'll have to wait a little longer to experience the improvements. Season passes are available now.
We have passes for families, passes for individuals, multi-admission packs. We actually have an August-only pass this year.
Construction at the Edina Aquatic Center, nearing completion for this upcoming aquatic season. I'm Dan Carpenter for Edina TV.
Discounted season passes for Edina residents are available through May 31st. Passes can be purchased online in advance or at the front gate after opening day on June 4th. May is Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. This year's theme is Power and Unity, strengthening communities together, emphasizing the importance of leveraging collective action, sharing community stories, and acting as bridge builders. The Edina Asian American Alliance will host its 4th annual Asian American Pacific Islander Month Festival, noon to 4 p.m., Saturday, May 16th at Rosland Park. The event will feature food trucks and free performances, all highlighting rich Asian Edina heritages. Thank you for watching this episode of Agenda Edina. I'm your host, Dorothea Marty.